So, what is going to happen to the real estate market in 2021? It's January, late January, and let me tell you what we're seeing in under 3 minutes. So, last year in 2020, as you might have seen or heard about, or if you haven't, here's the story. It was an extremely busy year. So, January, February were kind of normal. March hit, the world shut down, right, because of COVID. April was just a disaster as far as the housing market. We had stuff in escrow. Escrows got stalled. Nobody knew what to do. How do I get somebody in a house? Inspectors, appraisers, disaster. May, it's like they opened the gates of real estate and home sales, and all the horses came flying out all the way through December. So it was an extremely busy year. And coupled with the fact that interest rates were the lowest that I've ever seen in my entire life, I'm only 50, but in 50 years, and the amount of demand for first-time home buyers, people moving out to suburbs and things because they want more space, and that is what's driven last year. The problem is there was a bunch of pent-up inventory. It all got eaten up. So here's where we are, and here's where we sit in January of 2021. Inventory is by far the lowest I've ever seen in my entire career. So housing inventory, for instance, in my little town of Agora Hills, as an example, okay, that's where I live. I work throughout the entire valley that encompasses that, but just in this town, there's a little over 20,000 people. There's about 9,800 housing units. Okay, that includes condos, townhomes, and single-family homes. We're a bit heavy on the single-family homes in Agora Hills. That's the whole city. Okay, in the entire city right now, as we sit here today, okay, there are 43 homes, townhomes, and condos for sale. 43 in the entire city. If you want to buy a condo or a townhome right now in Agora Hills, there's 4 to choose from. Actually, sorry, 5. One just went on the market last night. So, I mean, it is so low that it's almost, it's impossible. So we're really hoping, and I likely am expecting to see March, April, May, some of this inventory kind of like bring onto the market. And it's going to bring steam with it. Because once somebody sells, the other guy wants to sell, and the other gal wants to sell, and then they think maybe it's a good time. So these are all, little factors that we're watching. We watch them daily as these things go on because we're talking to these people. So again, what is 2021 going to bring? I think interest rates are going to remain extremely low. We saw 2.5, 2 3/4 at the end of last year. Little teeny bump ups here and there. With the new administration in the office, we don't know really what's going to happen there, but we suspect that interest rates are going to remain really, really low. To me, it's always a good time to buy real estate, especially if you're renting. If you're a first-time home buyer, and you're going to buy something in the California market, for instance, in Southern California, don't expect to steal. There are none. If you wait a year or two thinking it's going to dump down, you might as well buy Bitcoin because it's the same theory as what you're suspecting what's going to go on with the housing market. So again, it's always a good time to buy. It's always a good time to sell if it's right for you and you find the right place. We'll catch you next week on the Real Estate Minute Show. Take care. Thanks for the 3 minutes today.